Luke Cage. He burst onto the scene. It was the early 1970s. Marvel Comics wanted new heroes. Heroes for a new time, you dig? Luke Cage was one of them. He was different from the get-go. He was powerful, undeniably so, and he was from the streets, a place not many heroes called home back then. His story was just beginning, a fresh chapter. A new kind of champion was born, ready to shake things up. He was raw, he was real, and he was ready. Blaxploitation films were big then. Huge. Think about movies like Shaft or Superfly. These films had a certain style. They had a definite attitude, a cool confidence. Luke Cage captured that essence perfectly. He had the look, the chains, the open shirt. He had the talk, the jive, the street smarts. This was a bold move for comic books at the time. It brought a new flavor to the pages, a new vibrant energy. It was exciting for readers looking for something different. But there was more to him than just surface style. His origin story had classic literary roots. It echoed the tale of the Count of Monte Cristo, a good man wrongly accused, a man betrayed and imprisoned, a man seeking justice for the wrongs done to him. He gained incredible powers while locked away in Seagate prison. He escaped, a changed man, harder and stronger. He wanted to clear his name, first and foremost. This gave him a depth beyond the cool exterior. So he became a hero for hire. Got a problem? Need some serious muscle? Luke Cage was your man. For a price, of course, he wasn't a charity case. This was unique for superheroes back in the day. Most of them worked for free, for altruism. Cage needed to pay the rent, buy food. He was a working man's hero, through and through. This made him real to a lot of folks. This made him relatable. He understood struggle because he lived it every single day. What made Luke Cage stand out from the crowd? His powers, for one thing, were pretty spectacular. He had skin like steel, truly unbreakable. Bullets? They just bounced right off him like pebbles. Knives? They couldn't even scratch him. Nothing could pierce that incredible hide. He also possessed super strength, the real deal. He could punch through thick concrete walls with ease. He could lift a heavy truck without breaking a sweat. These were cool powers. They made him a true powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with. But it was not just about the fantastic powers. Cage was a street-level hero. He knew the city like the back of his hand. He understood its dark corners and its everyday problems. He dealt with street crime, the kind that affected ordinary people. He protected his neighborhood, his community. He was not flying off into space to fight cosmic threats. He was on the ground, right there with the people. He was one of them in many ways. This made him easy to connect with, to root for. And his talk, Sweet Christmas, that was his signature catchphrase. Everybody knew it, and it always brought a smile. He was tough, no doubt about it. He was a no-nonsense kind of guy. He did not wear a fancy mask to hide his identity. He wore a silver tiara and a bright yellow shirt, at least in the early days. He was confident in who he was. He was himself, unapologetically. He did not try to be anyone else. This was his unique charm, his undeniable swagger. Other heroes back then were often different. Many were brilliant scientists, or they were incredibly wealthy millionaires, or they were powerful aliens from other planets. Cage was an ex-con, a man who'd been through the system. He was a black man from the streets of Harlem. He fought for justice, but he did it his own way. He brought a new voice to the superhero world, a new, much-needed perspective. He showed everyone that heroes could come from anywhere, from any background. He was truly one of a kind. Many talented people shaped Luke Cage over the years. Archie Goodwin was the first writer. He created Cage alongside the legendary Romita Sr. Romita designed his initial, iconic look. George Tuska drew many of his early adventures, bringing the action to life. They laid the foundation for everything that came after. They gave him his start in the Marvel Universe. They made him a hero, perfectly suited for the 1970s. It was a strong, memorable beginning for the man called Power Man. Later writers took Cage in new and exciting directions. They saw his incredible potential. He was always more than just a blaxploitation character. They delved deeper into his past, exploring his motivations. They developed his personality, making him more complex. They gave him deeper reasons to fight, beyond just clearing his name. He grew beyond his initial origins. He became a more well-rounded, three-dimensional hero. This evolution was absolutely important for his lasting appeal and continued relevance. Artists also played a massive role in his journey. Their drawings brought him to life on the comic page. Each artist brought their own unique style and interpretation. Ron Wilson drew him for a significant period, defining an era. Cary Gamble gave him a new, updated look later on. They showed his immense strength, his power. They also conveyed his emotions, his humanity. The art helped readers connect with him on a visual level. Visuals are absolutely key in comics, you know that. They tell half the story. Then came Iron Fist, Danny Rand, a mystical martial arts master from Kunlun. Luke Cage teamed up with him, a partnership for the ages. They became heroes for hire together, a dynamic duo. It was a classic pairing of opposites. Oil and water sometimes, with their different backgrounds. But they became great friends, brothers in arms. Their comic book, Power Man and Iron Fist, was very popular. This partnership expanded Cage's world significantly. It brought new types of stories and attracted a whole new legion of fans. Times changed, society changed around us, and comics, they changed too, reflecting the world. The way Luke Cage was written and portrayed also changed. Some early stories, looking back, had some stereotypes of the era, but later stories became much more nuanced, more thoughtful. Writers focused more on his character, his inner life. They explored his experiences as a black man in America. This made him more real, more grounded, more important. Diversity in comics started to grow, and Luke was part of that wave. Cage was not just a street-level hero anymore. He climbed the ranks. He joined the big leagues. He became an Avenger. Yes, one of Earth's mightiest heroes, standing shoulder to shoulder with icons. This was a huge step for him. It showed his incredible growth as a character. It showed his importance in the wider Marvel universe. He even led teams like the New Avengers. He made tough decisions, the kind leaders have to make. He earned everyone's respect. He was a true leader. He also found love and built a family. He married Jessica Jones, another hero with a tough past and super strength. They understood each other. They had a daughter, Danielle Cage. This added another important layer to his character. He was a husband. He was a father. He fought to protect his family with everything he had. He fought for a better future for his child. These real-life roles and responsibilities made him even more relatable to readers, young and old. It showed his heart. Luke Cage has a strong and lasting legacy. He started as a hero for his specific time. He evolved and became a hero for all time. He stands for incredible strength, both physical and moral. He stands for resilience, the ability to get knocked down and get back up. He never ever gives up, no matter the odds. He is a symbol of hope for many. He shows that anyone from any walk of life can be a hero. His story continues to inspire new generations. Sweet Christmas, what a hero. He's still going strong.